Hmm. Hello students, today we discuss pollen pistil interaction. Already last class we discussed about that particular that pollen grains with the help of different types of the devices it must transfer and like abiotic agents as well as biotic agents. Biotic agents means all type of animals. Among these one, majority of these one insects. In that insects, maximum that bees and all. Some obligatory, already said. Once again I tell about that obligatory, like fig tree. In this fig tree, that flower, it mimic like female wasp-like structure and all. Like that male wasp, it mimic, it pseudo-copulatory purpose, it must come and taking nectar, then automatically pollen grains are, it must attach and all. So like that compulsory, as well as yucca plant, pranuba moth and all, as well as orchid ophrys, it is also wasp and all. So like that obligatory. Then apart from this one, the pollination along with the zoophyll, maximum zoophyll only takes place in the, if it is a majority, that is insects means entomophily, ants means myrmecophily. Some of these molluscan organisms also, they are ready to transmit the pollen grains. What is the name of that? What we call as melacophily. Like example, lemna, chrysanthemum or sevanthi. That particular plants, it pollinate, that pollen grains are transferred through molluscan organisms. Recently they found reptilic organisms like gecko, such type of the lizards. Respectable of mammals also it takes place. Okay, any one among these one. Apart from this one, exam point of the asked, then which mode of pollinating agents that particular ovule consists of, that means a single ovule consists of the ovaries present. That is anemophily, that means wind pollination, it must be present. Some of the gymnospermic plants, that means yellow color, that it will be present and all. Because of this one, sulfur shower, like that maximum yellow color, that pollen, it must be present, related to gymnospermic, that particular wind pollinating one. Okay, any time, either wind pollination, either water pollinating agents, or zoophyll, that means abiotic or biotic. Any one among the mode, it must be transferred, the pollen grains and all. Then, if it is transferred, then what is the steps which are possible next process and all. Next one, the pollen pistil interaction. Why? Because the pollen grains, any one among the mode, it must be traveling and enter into the pistil. Pistil already you know, ovary, style, stigma and all. There it must be present and all. In this pollen pistil interaction, this is one type of the dynamic process. This is the dynamic process. In this, why it is dynamic process? It is whether it is the similar type of the pollen grain or same species oriented pollen grain or other than that species pollen grain and all. If it is similar, suppose similar pollen grain, similar species, it is ready to acceptable. That is we call as compatibility or incompatibility. So we still recognize whether it is similar type of pollen grains or dissimilar type of the pollen grains and all. Similar type of pollen grains means other than the same species of other plants and all, that is we call as compatibility. Why it is dynamic means whether it is compatibility or incompatibility. If it is similar one, that means the ability of the pistil, whether it is own, whether it is the similar type of the species oriented pollen grains or dissimilar. For example, mango pollen grains. Why? Because there is a less possibility there is no guarantee. Suppose if it is spread, why? Because both male and female, both are non-motile. Either wind, either animal, any one among the agents, it ready to transmit and all. At the time of transmit, that particular pollen grains does not know whether it is same species of the stigma, same species other than the species and all, similar or dissimilar and all. That's why there is no guarantee pollination and all. For that purpose and all, if it is, that's why the pistil, it must recognize whether it is compatibility, that means own related species or disrelated and all. That means suppose in mango, one among the pollen grain, it transmit any one among the agents and all. If the pollen grain enter into the papaya, or if the pollen grain enter into the sapota, pollen grain enter into the any other flowering plants and all, even though it must be released, but unable to process, unable to recognize. That's why the ability of the pistil, whether it is, it must recognize whether it is followed, whether it is compatibility or it is incompatibility. That means whether it is recognized, whether it is a similar species or other than the species and all. That much capability is present. If it is capability, then further post-fertilization process, it must be continued. If it is a wrong type, if it is a right type of pollen grain, this is the right type of pollen grains. This is the wrong type of pollen grains. Wrong type of pollen grains means unable to that germination of pollen tube, unable to that elongation of pollen tube, that unable to fertilization. So it prevent post-fertilization events, that means fertilization, that means post-fertilization events. If it is wrong type, why? Because we still recognize whether it is a right type or wrong type. Right type means same species, any other plant, whatever it may be. Wrong type means other than such type of the species and all. That is a wrong type. That pistil has ability, whether it is right or wrong. Whether it is, if it is wrong, it prevent that developing, germinating of pollen tube. If it is right type, it is ready to allowing post-fertilization events and all. That's why it is a dynamic process. Because of it must recognize and all. So for that purpose, voluntarily, why? Because most of the plants are bisexual flowers and all. Already I said, some type of adaptation, that means outbreeding devices like dicliny, dichogamy, hepcogamy, heterostyly, heteroanthy, such type of these mechanism, it must be takes place only to adapt cross-pollination. What is the advantage of cross-pollination? Already said, because of it is related to dihybrid or genetic variability or disease resistant. Suppose related to self-pollination, one advantage is there, pure line selection. If it is continuously, it may be causes to the inbreeding deficiency. To overcome inbreeding deficiency, if it is suppose clistogamous flowers, compulsory self-pollination, there is no alternative process and all. Or unisexual flowers, compulsory cross-pollination, either geitonogamy or xenogamy, completely avoided autogamy. Castor maize, these are particular plants are unisexual flowers, both male and female flowers are present. But this castor maize completely avoided autogamy but not avoided geitonogamy. Whereas papaya, one plant consists of only one type of the flowers, either male or female. That's why papaya, it related to completely xenogamy. Both avoided autogamy as well as geitonogamy and all. For that purpose, it ready to particular mechanism, particular technique, it must be takes place and all. If such type of any one among the techniques, if it is following and all, in this one, the pistil, it must be recognized, that means related to chemotoxicity or chemotoxic. Here, chemo related to the chemical receptors ready to either allowing, either germinate or it will be stops for germinating and all. Any one among these one, suppose if it is right type, wrong type means it leave it. If it is right type, then what happen? Pollen germination. From where pollen germination it occurs under one among these exine will be absent. That means germ pore. Wherever germ pore, pollen germination normally it occurs from pollen grain. From pollen grain, in that pollen grain especially, 3 germ pores are present. Any one among the germ pore, not all 3, any one among the germ pore, it ready to arises. That is any one among the germ pore. This is in this germ pore, the pollen tube arises. When it takes place after pollen grains dehiscence, after dehiscence of pollen grains. Already I said whether it is a 2-cell stage or 3-cell stage, more probably 2-cell stage. 2-cell stage means one vegetative and one generative cell and all. In this, if it is 2-cell stage, whatever the cells which are present inside the pollen grain and all are, it must be traveling, it must be enter towards the pollen tube. This is the pollen tube. In this one, this is the vegetative and generative. Along with this one, whatever the materials which are present inside the cytoplasm of pollen grain, all it pushes towards the pollen tube and all. Who is the first scientist explained about this pollen germination, pollen tube and all? That is GB or related to Amici and all. In Portulaca plant. Why? Because yourself also, you take 1 or 2 drops of sugar solution and dust it, either pea, either chickpea, either Vinca rosea, or whatever available in our surrounding, in the flowering, you dust it there. Within 15 to 30 minutes, even though small lengths also, light little bit enlargement of this pollen tube and all. The longest pollen tube normally we observe into the maize, nearly 30 centimeters length is present. The longest pollen tube, that is related to that maize, it is 30 centimeters or 12 inches. 12 inches length it is present and all, the longest and all. It is depends upon the length of the style and all. So passively it is moving while entering on the pistil, that means on stigma, and reaches to the ovary, reaches to the ovule. So while entering of the stigma and until reaches to the ovule and all, these particular interaction, these particular chemical, these particular mechanism we call as pollen pistil interaction and all. While growth and developing, for growth and developing it will be required calcium, boron, inositol, such type of the chemicals, it acts as a vital role for pollen germination. The calcium, boron, that inositol. These are the important chemicals required for pollen germination. How it will be entering? Why? Because tissues are present, transitional tissues, along with the style and all. While moving all along with the pollen tube and all, normally 2-cell stage and all, generative cell divide mitotically and to form 2 male gametes. That is very important. Which type of cell divide mitotically and then it forms into the 2 male gametes? They give options generative, vegetative, both generative, vegetative, like this give. Your answer will be the generative cell. Inside the nucleus divide, equal mitotic division, then it forms into the two male gametes. Suppose the question, if they give 3 cell stage, the pollen grains are day cells, then what type of mitotic division takes place inside the pollen tube? No mitotic cell division. Why? Because already 2 male gametes, it must be traveling all along with the transitional tissue which are present, all along with that stay and all. If it is 3 cell stage, there is no mitotic cell division takes place. If it is 2 cell stage, then only generative cell divides mitotically, then it forms into the 2 male gametes which are present in the terminal part and all. Then it forms 2 male gametes. It is formed and all. So like that, it is ready to traveling and all. So until traveling from stigma to, this is if you observe diagrammatically, rough diagrammatically, if you observe, this is the stigma, this is the ovary. This is the ovary. Inside the ovary, if you observe the ovule, normally anatropic ovule. Normally it is present anatropic ovule. Inside the ovule, it is present embryo sac. It is present embryo sac. It is present at all. Then all pollen grains. Here the pollen grains are entering on stigma and all. Here each and every pollen grain, it is ready to arising pollen tube and all. Each and every one. It is also ready to arising pollen tube. This is also ready to arising pollen tube. It is also ready to arising. But any one among these one entering all along with the style. The terminal part, this is the pollen tube. Pollen tube, this is the style, this is the ovary, this is the ovule. It is present and all. All along with any one pollen grain, it is ready to reach to the ovule and all. It is, suppose here I stopped here, there may be possible. How it will be ready to, suppose if we enter in our home, one main door is present, we enter along with main door and all, either bus, either train, wherever it may be, one main door it is present and all. Here, what is the way, what is the route, what is the common way, entering of pollen tube, the entering of pollen tube along with the micropyle. Entering of this one along with the micropyle and all. Along with the micropyle. So the pollen tube, it is the commonest method. The pollen tube which enter along with the micropyle, that mode of entering a pollen tube we call as porogamy. It is the commonest method. Porogamy is the commonest method. It is the commonest method of all type of the flowering plants and all. Then here entering until from here to all it is present, only few only it will be reaches and all. Here it will be reaches. Then where it will be attracted, where it will be present and all. For example, if you write your example like Capsella or many others and all. Here in this pollen tube it directed towards the synergies. Here all these apparatus, if you draw larger and all, the egg apparatus only if you draw there it will be present. The central cell. This is the egg cell. This is the synergies. This is the polar nuclei. This is the egg cell. This is synergies. Synergies here, that pollen tube, it is ready to enter in here. Here entering, the pollen tube is entering. Why? Because by entering towards that synergies, because of filiform apparatus. That is most important. Because of filiform apparatus, the pollen tube directed along with male gametes and all. It directed entering of this one. Why? Because this is the central cell. That is the central cell. There is the egg cell. Then synergies, it direct to attract towards the synergies and all, and inserted to the male gametes to the female as well as secondary nucleus and all. So that is the way. After entering that particular whatever, the next, if you observe roughly, next, if it is entering, it is the central cell. This is rupturing. Then whatever the male gamete, that male gamete entering, one more male gamete here. So these are the two male gametes. Later it degenerating. So only one among these synergies, two synergies are present, one synergies. Why? Because most important, what is most important? The synergies filiform apparatus is present towards the micropyle end and all. So statement level of questions, that is important. Where it located, either chalaza, either medial, either that is related to micropylar region. Towards the micropylar region, the synergies, it must be present. It directed towards the synergies and entering of pollen tube into the synergies. Then male gametes are dispersed into the one among the male gamete into the egg cell, another male gamete into the central cell and all. That is a common way. Sometimes here there may be chance. Here there may be chance. Suppose this is the ovary, this is the ovule, and another one. Here there may be possible to entering of pollen tube towards the chalaza. The entering of pollen tube. The entering of pollen tube towards the chalaza we call as chalazogamy. The first commonest method orogamy, next method chalazogamy. Next method is the chalazogamy. Commonly we observe to the Casuarina jugularis. It is present. Chalazogamy, example, Casuarina jugularis. That means walnut, such type of these particular plants, rarely the pollen tube enter all along with that particular chalaza, but finally it enter towards the micropyle. Why? Because synergies present towards the micropyle, whatever it may be. Or another method, another possibility, it enter towards the integument. This is the integuments. Towards the integument, that is we call as mesogamy. Pollen tube enter towards the Integuments, that is we call as mesogamy. Most commonly, mesogamy we observe to the cucurbita. It is we observe cucurbita plants, the pollen tube enter whatever the mode. Some rarely it enters into the funicular region. It enter, this is the funicle. If it enter towards the funicular region, this is in funicular, that is the pistachia towards the funicle. That example, the pistachia plant, the pollen tube enter along with the funicular region and all. So like that, any one among the mode. What is the most commonest method? Entering a pollen tube from stigma to ovule and all. That is, it is a pollen tube enter. After entering of ovary, from which part, which direction the pollen tube enter inside the embryo sac and all. The pollen tube enter inside the embryo sac. After reaching to the ovary, it enter towards the micropyle. That is the most common type. That is what we call as, orogamy. That is most important. It is most of the plants, not only this one, most of the plants it is present and all. Then after entering one among this one, male gametes, it enter into the female gamete. How it enter? With the help of syringes through filiform apparatus. After entering, it degenerate. Along with the antipodal cells also degenerating and all. After fertilization and all. Then what is after completion this one? It is commonly it will be takes place and all. But apart from this one, hybrid, that is artificial hybridization. This is the commonest method. Through this common method, what is the natural aspects only takes place. If you want hybrid varieties of this one, hybrid, artificial hybridization. Through this artificial hybridization. In artificial hybridization, there is emasculation as well as bagging and all. In this one, even though incompatible, unable to developing of pollen grains and all, voluntarily dusted. Suppose premature, why? Because just now I said most of the flowering plants are this one related to bisexual and all. Before maturation, both male and female, during bud stage of the male anther, it separated from that one. Then compulsory it takes place cross pollination. Then voluntarily, then after emasculation means removal of anther during bud stage. Then bagging means on the stigma, it covered with the butter cap. It covered with the butter paper. It is butter paper. It must be covered. Then whenever required, if it is open and dusted to the pollen grains, then ready to towards this one. So in plant breeding, next in 9th chapter, we discuss detailedly. Here only roughly, what is the emasculation? Removal of anthers during bud stage and all. What is the bagging? To cover butter paper on surface of stigma without unwanted entering of unwanted pollen grains and all. Whenever voluntarily, whenever wanted pollen grains, then removal of buttercup, then dusted into the pollen grains, again rebagging without entering unwanted and all. Like that, artificial hybridization also it is possible and all. After entering all these one, then what is the way fertilization? What is the way fertilization? Two types of fertilization takes place. One is the generative, another one is the vegetative. What is the way generative? Male gamete fusion with the female. That is we call as generative. What is the way vegetative fertilization? Male gamete fusion with the secondary cell or central cell. That is we call as vegetative fertilization. First of all, who is the scientist explained about fertilization and all? One scientist, Strasburger, 1884, in Monotropa. What is the name of the plant and all? In fertilization. Fertilization, that means fusion of male gamete with the female gamete. That is normally we call as fertilization, generally generative fertilization. So Strasburger in monotropa plant, he identified at 19th century. 1884, monotropa plant, the scientist, that is the Strasburger, the name of the plant. So, if they give the question, who is the scientist who discovered fertilization? Your answer will be the Strasburger. If they give what is the name of the plant, then you write monotropa plant and all. What is the fertilization? Fusion of male and female gamete. That is the common. Suppose fusion of male and female gamete. Still, if you want in deep manner, what you call as generative fertilization. This one, it forms into the zygote. This type of fertilization we call as generative fertilization. How the male gametes are entering, the male gametes are non-motile even though it enter along with the pollen tube. That is we call as siphonogamy. Entering of male gamete along with the pollen tube, such mode, that mode of entering of male gamete into the female gamete with the help of syringes, whatever filiform apparatus, then it enter. That is along with very simple entering of pollen grain. Entering of male gamete. In pollen grain, pollen tubes are isolated. Then, in this pollen tube, the male gametes are traveling. So, entering of male gametes, that means that particular sperms under male gametes. This male gamete, it enters female gamete with the help of pollen tube. That mode of entering male to female, that is we call as siphonogamy. That is we call as siphonogamy. What is meant by siphonogamy? Entering of male gamete along with the pollen tube. Entering of male gamete along with the pollen tube into the female. That is we call as siphonogamy. Here it takes place siphonogamy. This is we call as first fertilization. Then second fertilization. Second fertilization means there is one male gamete. One male gamete, it will be fusion with the female and all. One male gamete fusion here, then forms into the zygote. One more female gamete, one more male gamete, it fusion with the central cell. This is first fertilization, this is the second fertilization. After first fertilization, zygote will be formed. Second fertilization, central nucleus or primary endosperm nucleus, or otherwise we call it as triple fission. This is so in angiospermic plant, the common characteristic features of angiospermic plants are double fertilization. Rest of all type of the plants as well as animals normally takes place single type of the fertilization. But in angiospermic plants, what is the importance of this one? That is the double fertilization. What is the double fertilization? One male gamete fusion with one female gamete, then forms into the zygote. This is the first fertilization or generative fertilization. Similarly, one male gamete fusion with that is why? Because this is the one end, this is the one end, this is one end, and secondary or central cell. Normally it takes place into the central cell. Central cell, it is diploid condition. Then it forms into the primary endospermic nucleus. This is the triple fission. Why? Because 2n means diploid condition, 1n means diploid condition. The first one, both are haploid. That means oost pair, that means the female gamete, egg cell, as well as male gamete, that is the sperm, both are haploid, that forms into the diploid, that forms into the diploid zygote. Here, haploid male gamete, diploid central cell, that means the polar nuclei, otherwise you write polar nuclei, that means the diploid, that forms into the triploid primary endospermic nucleus. primary endospermic nucleus and all. Then further the post-fertilization events it must be takes place and all. So who is the scientist explained about double fertilization? Navashin, 1897. Navashin, Lilium fritillarium, Lilium fritillaria in 1897. In 1897, Lilium as well as fritillaria, these two types of the plants, he identified that particular double fertilization. That means first fertilization, generative fertilization, second fertilization, vegetative fertilization. In generative fertilization, one male gamete, it fusion with the female gamete, then it forms into the zygote. That is the first fertilization. Both are haploid condition, that's why zygote it forms into the diploid. Further, zygote develops as this one, embryo. Similarly, one more male gamete, it enter into the central cell. Already central cell, polar nuclei present. Polar nuclei, diploid condition, as well as male gamete, haploid one. So, diploid as well as haploid, both are fusion, it forms into the triploid. That's why it is called as a triple fission or vegetative fertilization. So, one generative, one vegetative fertilization, collectively we call as double fertilization. This double fertilization in 19th century, Navashin identified in Lilium as well as fritillaria and all. That is double fertilization. Okay, today class we discussed about what is the interaction, pollen pistil interaction, why it is called as a divine, that means the dynamic process and all. In this one, what type of what is the longest, who is the scientist first identified into the pollen tube and all? That is G.B. Amici in Portulaca plant and all. Then after the ability of the pistil, whether it is the right type or wrong type of pollen grain, then further followed, further post-fertilization events it takes place because of identification of pistil and all. If it is recognized suitable and all, then it allowing germinate to the pollen tube. Among the three, any one area it germinate. In that one, it pushes whatever the male gametophyte it enter to the pollen tube. Generally, it is two cell stage. Whatever generative cell, it divides mitotically, it forms into the two male gametes and all. So, from pollen grain entering of that particular pistil, then chemotaxy with the help of calcium as well as inositol boron, it germinate to the pollen tube and all. From pistil, that means from stigma to ovary, that particular whatever changes it takes place, that is totally we call as pollen pistil interaction. After entering, whether it is there may be possibility, whether it is the micropyle, whether it is integument, whether it is the basal, that means regarding related to chalazapod. Most common type related to micropyle, that is we call as porogamy, entering a pollen tube from pistil to towards the micropylar region. Why? Because in micropylar region only synergous helper cells are present because of filiform, it attract, it direct towards that one. Then there it rupture entering of male gametes and all. That is porogamete is the most common type, for example capsella. Then another type, either there may be possible entering of basal part of ovule, that is we call as chalazogamy. It is commonly we observed to the casuarina as well as jugularis as well as Brutia, such type of these plants, it will be observable and more commonly casuarina is observable. Sometimes rarely it takes place through integument, that is we call as mesogamy. Mesogamy normally observed to the cucurbita. Some rare condition along with funicular region, that is we call as pistacia, such type of the plants and all. So after enter, suppose male gamete entering of female gamete, that is we call as first fertilization. Why? Because one male gamete, that is a haploid, female gamete haploid, both diploid zygote, that is the first fertilization, otherwise we call as generative fertilization. Then vegetative fertilization, one more male gamete as well as central cell, already polar nuclei diploid condition of the ploid is there. That's why triploid condition of polar endospermic nucleus. Zygote further converts as this one embryo and all. As well as primary endospermic nucleus further it develops as this one endosperm and all. So this double fertilization identified the Navashin. fertilization identified to the Strasburger scientist. Okay, remaining we discuss next class.